Hey guys, what's up? It's Snake here, and today we're doing another episode in my series of Colossus battles for Shadow of the Colossus on PS3. And today we're going to be talking about the third Colossus, which of course is where the game starts to get a little bit more interesting. It gets a little bit more challenging. The first two Colossi, obviously, they're more of a training ground for you. It shows you the mechanics of the game, you figure out how the game is played, and you start to understand the idea that each Colossus is actually a puzzle. Not just in the sense of figuring out how to defeat the Colossus, but also in trying to figure out how to get to the Colossus in the first place. So for this Colossus, after you start out from the shrine, you're going to head north, and you're going to go across the same land bridge to get to the second Colossus. But instead of taking the right at the fork in the road, you actually go left and across the plains and into the canyon that you just saw me run through, and it'll bring you to the first cutscene, which shows you that you're obviously in the right area. Now that's where we want to get, which is over in the water, but out of everything in this game, the slowest thing that you can do in this game is swimming. It takes a terribly long time to do absolutely anything when you're in the water. That's why you're going to want to run up the coastline like I just did and jump off at the very end point, because it doesn't seem like it, but it actually is a lot closer to the bridge that you need to get up onto, and it saves you at least a minute of swim time. Then once you get up here, you're going to want to line up your jump just right and jump off right at the corner to get onto that ledge. It's not that difficult, but if you're not paying attention or you think you're going to be slick and you just run up and do it as quick as you can, if you don't do it just right, you'll easily fall down back into the water, and you have to swim all the way back around, and it takes you, a whole another minute or two just to get back up. So it can be kind of annoying. So that's one of the things you want to watch for this Colossus. Once you get up here, obviously you get the second cutscene. It introduces this big guy, and his main weapon is going to be this giant rock sword that he has attached to his right hand, and that's his main means for attacking you. Once he wakes up, of course, what we're going to need to do now is, as you can see right there by his feet, he's got this platform that he starts out on. Now this is the only rock surface on the arena, and that's what we need him to hit his sword with. So what we do is we lead him as far away from the stone tablet or the stone platform, as far away as possible, and then we run back onto it and wait until he does a sword attack. And once he does a sword attack, of course, like he's doing right now, what's going to happen is you'll see a quick little cutscene as part of his armor is actually broken away. And we need that to happen in order to climb up his arm and get to all of his weak points. If we don't do that, then we're just going to run around and he's going to just keep swinging at us, and we won't be able to do anything. Now once he's done that, you could just stand on regular ground, and you'll want to start running away as he goes to swing at you. You don't want to run away too far, because obviously you still need to get back to jump on top of the sword and start fighting him. But at the same time, you don't want to be too close, because not only can you get hurt by the sword itself, but there's a shockwave that can stun you. And so once you're stunned, you're not going to have as much time to sort of recover and then get back to the sword. And once you get on his arm, you're going to climb up to his shoulders and on top of his head, of course, like everybody. He's got a weak point up there. Now this one's, it's kind of a difficult weak point. The best idea is to grip him at the back of his head, because even when no matter which way he swings you, you'll still sort of be able to hold on and get a good footing to keep stabbing him. Then once you're finished with the head, you want to slide down his back. Make sure you're holding R1 so you grab a hold of anything possible, because sometimes if he moves while you're sliding down, you'll actually get flung off accidentally and have to start climbing back up all over again. Now his second weak point, and of course his last one if you're playing normal mode, he only has two for normal mode, his second one's going to be on his stomach. And this one's actually a lot more difficult. You would think the head would be more difficult, but this one he likes to swing his top body, so it's very hard to get footing in order to make those stabs. But the one saving grace that the stomach has is that you can land on his little rock tutu and recover endurance a lot easier without getting further away from the weak point to do it. Once you're done that, you're going to climb up his back again, jump over to that little ledge that's on the back of his right arm, and then climb across his shoulders, and you're going to come to the third weak point, which is only available in hard mode. So once you finish the stomach one, if this is your first time through, that's going to be it. You're going to be done. But if, again, like I said, if this is hard mode that you're playing through, the last one is going to be all the way over on his arm, halfway down, like his bicep right here. And you would actually think that this would be the hardest out of the three weak points, but it's not. It's actually the easiest one. He seems to not move the left arm very much at all. He only seems to move the right arm a lot, which of course has the sword on it and is his main arm for attack. Then once you get there, all you got to do is stab it a couple more times, and that's it. You're done. That's pretty much it for the third Colossus. The only thing that's left really to do is I made up this little mini game for myself. It's not actually part of the game, but obviously you see all the water around. So what I try to do is every time he dies, I try to run and jump off and get into the water before the black tendrils or smoke or whatever it is gets to me. But that's going to be it for the third Colossus, and I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to like it or leave a comment below. And yeah, until next time, guys, peace out.